So we're going to be editing and adding fields into the system. Now you'll need to be logged in as a config user to do this. Now under fields, you can see you pretty much have all of the fields in Festival Pro, which you can freely edit. It's very similar to the way forms work, in which that you can move these options around quite freely. You can edit them. You can change the permissions. So for example, if you're using different types of users and you don't want users to see the artist performance fee, you can change that those permissions here. You can also go ahead and add new options. Now, like I said, similar to the forms, but you have a few different options. For example, you've got date fields, which is what we use to log performances. You can attach colors to them if you wanted to. You could even put expenses, kind of anything like that. So we'll just make an expense, for example. There we are. And that one add to the bottom of our field. Now, as you can probably see, we normally have this section, the stage venue, performance date, dressing room times, and sound check is all grouped together. I've ungrouped it, but I'm going to show you how to regroup it as well. At the bottom, there's a button called group. You simply click on that. You drag around the fields that you want. You add how many times you can repeat that. So let's say 100. And then we'll create the group. So when you refresh that page, then you'll see the group has been created and it has this color around it. Also, it's good to note that you can select here on the right side of the page whether you want these options to view in the search page, which could be good if you're using, multiple categories to kind of search for your artists. But we'd recommend you don't put too much in there because there is quite a lot in the search field already. So yeah, it's very simple. So you can also add in subcategories to your fields. You can do this by using the group button. For example, let's say we wanted to separate the ticket allocation. What we could do is we could add a new subgroup, call it tickets. And then press group. And what you'll see is that in the top tab here, now there'll be a separate group just for those ticket options that you've created. Now let me show you how this all looks under the artist field. If I was to click on the artist, you can see now that there's a ticket section. This can be very helpful for organizing information. And you can also see the expenses that we put in the bottom there as well.